has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
43 is the mark. 43. Check, 43.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Pushes him over. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Handoff comes to Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield now. Touchdown! John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. At their own 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
They've got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Miami. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tua going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Able to push his way through. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man here. Schwartz complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 12.
These two teams all tied after one.
This is score time 7-7.
They go play action. Mayfield on the move to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, such grit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. For this time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Cleveland.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll be out right at the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
It certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. Room to run for Gaskin. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run, as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And there's a situation where, as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And his pass, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. This rush coming, and he's taken down. Grant Delpit. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Mayfield now from the 50. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?
Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through?